This morning, another royal birthday. Princess Charlotte, Prince William, and Princess Kate's only girl turning 9 today. And like in years past, Kensington Palace releasing this new photo to mark the special occasion.
Princess Charlotte has always caught people's attention with her outfits, even before she could pick her own clothes. Now that she is a young girl in double digits, she is showing her own sense of style, making bold fashion choices that reflect her personality. The little girl who once quietly melted hearts in family photos has grown into a striking young royal, and fans are amazed by her transformation. So, what exactly fueled this surprising glow-up? How does it prepare her for the future? Princess Charlotte, Fashion Evolution. It's not every day that a baby becomes a fashion icon, yet Princess Charlotte was far from an ordinary newborn. From the very moment she was born, the world seemed captivated by her charm. In May 2015, when Princess Catherine cradled her on the steps of the Lindo Wing at London's St. Mary's Hospital, the tiny infant instantly stole the spotlight. The shawl she was draped in, delicate and understated, sold out almost immediately, sparking what would soon be called the Princess Charlotte effect. It was clear from the start that this little royal was destined to make headlines, not just for her royal status, but for her undeniable sense of style. Even in her first hours of life, Charlotte was already the darling of both the media and the public. The fascination with her clothing only grew as she did. When Catherine posted a photo of 6-month-old Charlotte in a pale pink cardigan and a floral dress, parents everywhere scrambled to replicate the look for their own children. Shoppers flooded the website of children's retailer Alex and Alexa, with a spokesperson telling The Telegraph, "Demand for anything Princess Charlotte wears will spike massively on our site. We saw a huge increase in searches for pale pink cardigans and floral dresses." It seemed that wherever Charlotte went, fashion followed. The royal family has always been trendsetters, and Princess Charlotte proved that even the youngest members of the Windsor family could influence global style. By the age of 2, she was already cementing her place as a mini-style icon. Many of her early outfits were made from Liberty fabric, a British heritage brand dating back to 1875 that is now beloved for its vintage charm. On a royal tour of Germany with her parents, Charlotte wore a playful red and white Liberty print dress, complete with matching Mary Jane shoes. The look, whimsical yet classic, reminded many of the doll-like dresses worn by Queen Elizabeth II and her sister, Princess Margaret, during the 1930s. The impact of Charlotte's fashion choices was immediate. Searches for Liberty dresses skyrocketed, increasing 6-fold on eBay as fans sought to emulate her vintage-inspired charm. Charlotte's style continued to evolve as she grew. In 2018, she showed a slightly more grown-up side, while visiting her mother in hospital after the birth of her little brother, Prince Louis. Accompanying Prince William and Prince George to St. Mary's Hospital, she wore a navy cardigan over a light blue floral dress, paired with navy Mary Jane shoes. The darker, more subdued color palette was a shift from her usual cheerful tones, suggesting that someone else may have chosen her outfit for the occasion. Even so, Charlotte looked every bit the poised young royal, coordinating effortlessly with her father, who also wore navy. The family's appearance was a picture of elegance, with Charlotte proving that even a 4-year-old could exude style and sophistication. Royal fashion shines brightest during the festive season, and Princess Charlotte's Christmas debut was no exception. From Queen Elizabeth II's fuchsia holiday ensembles to Meghan Markle's iconic camel coat, the royals have long made Christmas a showcase of their finest looks. In 2019, at age 4, Charlotte made her own mark with a chic green coat, perfectly blending classic royal elegance with youthful charm. She paired the coat with her signature Mary Jane flats, creating an outfit that was both timeless and utterly Princess Charlotte. Fashion commentators were quick to notice. Mary Claire described her as so dapper, while Town and Country noted that she looked completely at ease, as if born to shine in the spotlight. What makes Princess Charlotte's style so captivating is the effortless way she balances tradition and playfulness. Each outfit seems carefully curated, yet somehow spontaneous, capturing the public's imagination and inspiring parents, fashion fans, and royal enthusiasts alike. Does she take part in helping others? Does she also appear so charming in the process? Let's find out. Princess Charlotte's charity and style. Just before Princess Charlotte celebrated her 5th birthday in May 2020, she demonstrated that even at a young age, she could use her royal presence to make a meaningful difference. During a time when the world was grappling with the global pandemic and people were urged to stay socially distant, Charlotte decided to lend a helping hand. The day before her birthday, she joined her parents in volunteering, showing kindness and concern for others despite the unusual circumstances. On Instagram, Princess Catherine shared a heartwarming series of photographs, capturing Charlotte assisting elderly residents by delivering food packages directly to their homes. In these snapshots, the little princess kept her appearance simple and understated, wearing a black and white checked dress paired with gray tights. While she had previously been famous for her cheerful florals and bright, lively outfits, this more muted choice of clothing felt fitting for the serious mood of the day. It was a reminder that Charlotte was not just a fashionable figure, but also a thoughtful young royal capable of empathy and care. Her style, at this moment, mirrored her sense of responsibility, showing that even small gestures could carry significant meaning. For several years, the whimsical and playful aesthetic of the brand Ditzy Prince helped define much of Princess Charlotte's signature style. Then, when she turned 6 in 2021, the royal family's official Instagram account shared a picture of Charlotte beaming with joy while wearing a striking navy and pink floral dress. The dress, featuring a button-up Peter Pan collar and a charming retro print, carried clear 1990s vibes. Made by Rachel Riley and retailing for around $75, it became a symbol of Charlotte's growing commitment to timeless, vintage-inspired looks. The photograph quickly triggered a buying frenzy, with the dress selling out almost immediately, highlighting just how influential Charlotte was becoming in the world of children's fashion. Rachel Riley spoke to Vanity Fair about the phenomenon, saying, "We look forward to seeing Princess Charlotte's style develop as she continues to grow, and we have no doubt she will become as much of a style icon as her mother is." It was easy to imagine that in the coming years, Charlotte might even swap outfits with Princess Catherine, her mother, though for now, she had to make do with adorable mini versions of her elegant mom's ensembles. Charlotte's early fashion choices, full of personality and charm, hinted at the sophistication and grace she would eventually bring to her wardrobe as she grew older. By April 2022, Princess Charlotte had already begun showing glimpses of more mature regal style while maintaining a youthful touch. During the Easter service at Windsor Castle, she shared a delightful twinning moment with Princess Catherine. Catherine wore a chic powder blue coat dress with a full skirt, evoking the magical elegance of Cinderella's ball gown. Charlotte, then 6 years old, sported a floral dress in the same soft shade, paired with matching colorful tights. This charming mother-daughter coordination was not only visually appealing, but also symbolic, suggesting the passing down of royal traditions and responsibilities. Princess Catherine is known for wearing varying shades of blue, and Charlotte's matching attire demonstrated her ability to echo her mother's sophisticated style while keeping it playful and age-appropriate. Though Charlotte's outfit was clearly designed for a young girl, it was also a subtle preview of the more grown-up regal looks that fans could expect from her in the future. The combination of classic elegance with a youthful, contemporary twist suggested that Charlotte was developing her own fashion identity, one that honored her royal heritage while also embracing fun and creativity. Over the years, Princess Charlotte has shown that fashion for her is not only about style, but also about expression, purpose, and connection. Whether helping neighbors during a global crisis or charming the public in vintage-inspired dresses, she has consistently captured hearts with her grace, poise, and thoughtful choices. From her understated volunteer attire in May 2020 to the enchanting Easter twinning moment in April 2022, Charlotte's wardrobe reflects not only her growth as a young royal, but also the early signs of a true fashion icon in the making. But was this how she showed up for King Charles' coronation? Or was it something more stunning? Let's find out. Charlotte. Stunning appearance at King Charles' coronation. At King Charles's coronation in May 2023, Princess Charlotte captured everyone's attention with a look that was more regal and grown-up than ever before. The young princess, then 8 years old, stepped into the spotlight wearing a stunning white Alexander McQueen dress, paired with an intricately embroidered cape that seemed to shimmer in the light. But it wasn't just the dress that made the moment unforgettable. Charlotte completed her ensemble with a delicate floral crown. The crown mirrored her mother, Princess Catherine's majestic headpiece, creating a subtle yet striking tribute to royal fashion across the ages. It was a careful nod to tradition, while still showcasing Charlotte's own emerging sense of style. Observers couldn't help but notice that this was a decidedly mature outfit for someone her age, hinting at a growing confidence and sophistication in her fashion choices. The very next month, in June 2023, all eyes turned back to Charlotte when she attended Trooping the Color. Fans and fashion watchers were quick to notice that she had put a fresh twist on her coronation outfit. The white gown made another appearance, this time updated with a bold red sailor collar and a matching bow, giving the dress a lively, youthful touch while still maintaining elegance. Children's clothing designer Amaya Arrieta told People magazine, "It looks like the coronation dress. The way the skirt moves is exactly the same, but it looks like the sleeves were changed and the collar and belt added." The outfit revealed that Charlotte was beginning to experiment with her own personal style, showing a playful yet refined approach to dressing even at such a young age. By July 2023, Charlotte had proven that she could hold her own as a mini fashion star, even outside official royal events. During Wimbledon, she was spotted enjoying the tennis matches in a charming blue floral dress paired with a pair of pink Leo Sun sunglasses. The young princess exuded confidence, radiating charm and poise as she watched the action on the courts. Naturally, fans were eager to get the same look and flocked to the Leo Sun website, only to discover that Charlotte's sunglasses were a discontinued style. Some suggested that this was intentional. It appeared that her parents were mindful of Charlotte's extraordinary influence over fashion trends, choosing pieces that were stylish but not brand new to prevent any unintentional retail frenzy. Many noted, "We've already seen Kate select outfits for photos that aren't from the latest season." No doubt, for that very reason. Charlotte's fashion journey continued to evolve in June 2024 when she met pop superstar Taylor Swift backstage in London. The encounter made headlines after Swift shared an Instagram photo captioned with delight at meeting the young princess. Charlotte, a devoted Swift fan, or Swiftie, seemed eager to explore bolder tween styles. She wore a sparkling sequined outfit, and her hair was styled in playful braids, showing that she was not afraid to experiment with trends that were popular among her peers. Swift gushed about the meeting, describing Charlotte as an absolute delight, and humorously noting her own uncertainty about royal etiquette, wondering if she should bow or curtsy. A few weeks later, Charlotte returned to Wimbledon, once again showcasing a more grown-up fashion sense. At 9 years old, she wore a frilly polka dot dress paired with ballet flats, moving away from the more cutesy florals and Mary Janes that had defined her earlier wardrobe. Adding a touch of personal flair, she wore friendship bracelets, which are often associated with Swift fans, indicating that Charlotte was not only experimenting with fashion, but also weaving in elements of her own personality and interests. Style expert Bethan Holt told People magazine that it felt like a significant moment. "It's like she's transitioning from a sweet little girl in smocked floral dresses to a slightly more grown-up tween vibe." Even more endearing, her grandfather, King Charles, was seen wearing a friendship bracelet in the same style, sparking speculation that Charlotte may have gifted it to him herself. However, the young royal is steadily becoming a style icon in her own right, blending tradition, charm, and personality in ways that captivate everyone who sees her. But is this her usual appearance? How did she show up at the VE Day celebration? Let's take a closer look. Charlotte on V-Day celebration. On V-Day, the 8th of May, 2025, Princess Charlotte turned heads with a stunning coat dress covered in a bold tartan print. The navy and green design seemed to honor the historic Black Watch, also known as the Royal Highlanders Regiment of Scotland. This regiment held a special place in royal history. For many years, it was led by the Queen Mother, before the role passed to King Charles in 2003. VE Day celebrates the end of the Second World War, and the Black Watch had played a proud role in that conflict, sending troops to far-flung corners of the world, including Europe, Northern Africa, and Burma. Charlotte's dress was a nod to history, showing her growing ability to weave meaningful messages into her wardrobe, following in the footsteps of Queen Elizabeth, who often did the same. By wearing this ensemble, Charlotte paid quiet tribute to both history and the royal tradition, echoing the iconic moments her grandmother experienced on the balcony in 1945 at the war's end. Later that year, at Wimbledon 2025, Charlotte showed off her youthful charm and fashion sense in an adorable cream dress with navy trim. The dress, with its pleated skirt and cinched waist, evoked the classic tennis outfits of early 20th century Britain. Charlotte's accessories, a pair of dark sunglasses and a white handheld fan, added playful touches that highlighted the contrast between the light and dark shades of her outfit. This look also reflected her close bond with her mother, Princess Catherine. The dress was designed by Sarah Burton, one of Catherine's favorite designers, who had famously helped create Catherine's wedding gown back in 2011. The Wimbledon dress carried the same effortless elegance, proving that Charlotte is already developing her own signature style while honoring her family's fashion legacy. At the 2025 Trooping the Color Parade, Charlotte and Catherine delighted spectators as they rode together in a horse-drawn carriage. The two looked perfectly coordinated in cheerful robin's egg blue, with Charlotte's slightly lighter shade complementing her mother's deeper tone. The color was particularly flattering for both of their light brown hair and expressive eyes. Catherine's choice of outfit carried a subtle tribute as well. Her Catherine Walker coat dress matched the plumes of the Irish Guards, where she serves as an honorary colonel. By mirroring her mother's look in a softer blue, Charlotte seemed to hint at a future where she might follow in Catherine's stylish footsteps. Though Charlotte never met Princess Diana, she appears to have inherited her fashion intuition. During the royal family's 2025 Christmas celebration at Sandringham, Charlotte exuded quiet sophistication in a camel coat featuring a wide Peter Pan collar and dark brown buttons. The understated elegance of the coat naturally brings to mind some of Diana's most iconic looks. In 1982, Diana wore a beige Caroline Charles coat to the London Department of Health and Social Security office, complete with a V-neck and a cinched belt, a style she later repeated on a visit to Coventry in 1985. By experimenting with these Diana-inspired designs, Charlotte shows an early appreciation for timeless fashion. But did she learn it from birth? Or is something she just fell in love with? Let's find out. Life and rise of Princess Charlotte. Princess Charlotte of Wales was born on May 2, 2015, and is a member of the British royal family. She is the second child and only daughter of William, Prince of Wales, and Catherine, Princess of Wales. She is also the granddaughter of King Charles III and the late Diana, Princess of Wales. Charlotte is currently third in line to the British throne. She was born at 8:34 a.m. on May 2, 2015, at St. Mary's Hospital in London. During the time her great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, was still the monarch. Her birth was celebrated with gun salutes and famous London landmarks lit up in pink. On May 4th, her parents announced her name, Charlotte Elizabeth Diana, to honor her grandfather Charles, her great-grandmother Elizabeth, and her grandmother Diana. Charlotte was christened on July 5th by the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, at St. Mary Magdalene Church in Sandringham. As a baby, Charlotte lived with her family at Anmer Hall in Norfolk, before they moved to Kensington Palace in 2017. She began attending Wilcox Nursery School in January 2018. In September 2019, she joined her older brother George at Thomas's School in Battersea, where she was known as Charlotte Cambridge. In 2022, the family moved to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor Home Park. After that, Charlotte and her brothers, George and Louis, started going to Lambrook, an independent preparatory school in Berkshire. After Queen Elizabeth II passed away on the 8th of September 2022, Charlotte's grandfather became King Charles III, making Charlotte third in line to the throne. She sometimes joins her parents on official royal events, overseas visits, and diplomatic trips. Even though her parents try to keep her out of the public eye, Charlotte often attracts media attention whenever she is seen or photographed. She is widely considered a style icon for children. With shopping trends and polls, showing how popular her fashion choices are. According to Brand Finance, Charlotte could contribute more than £3 billion to the British economy over her lifetime. Charlotte holds the official title, Her Royal Highness Princess Charlotte of Wales. Before her father became Prince of Wales on September 9, 2022, she was known as Her Royal Highness Princess Charlotte of Cambridge. Thanks to the Perth Agreement, which changed the rules so that birth order, not gender, decides the line to the throne, Charlotte stayed ahead of her younger brother Louis, who was born in April 2018. This made her the first British princess in history to be ahead of a brother in the line of succession. So, what are your thoughts on Princess Charlotte's stunning glow-up that has everyone talking? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe.